Right, now we're moving to the denouement of the Second Punic War. Scipio invades Africa, 204-202 BC. So we're going to learn about Scipio's invasion of Carthaginian territory in North Africa, understand the background thinking of both sides. Keywords are Syphax, Massinissa, turncoat, Great Plains, encampment, ambush, engagement, difficulty, negotiation, stalling for time, that is, recall, preparations, and some. So when Scipio gets back from Spain, his great victories there, he decides he would like to be consul. And as part of his plans for being consul, I'm going to take the war to Carthage, force Hannibal to withdraw from Italy by attacking Carthage. Now, he wasn't entirely popular view. Many Roman senators, including Fabius Maximus, Warty, the pedagogus, was against this. They played safe, Fabian strategy, wear him down in Italy. But in the end, Scipio won the consulate elections in 205 BC. He was appointed one of the two consuls. Though Fabius did manage to restrict the size of his army, standard consular army, 20-odd thousand men. And with that 20-odd thousand men, Scipio had to prepare for an invasion of North Africa, trying to attack Carthage itself. He does manage to attract quite a few volunteers, so by the time he leaves Italy, after he's stationed in Sicily, to take the war to Africa, he's got about maybe 25,000 men in his army, not massive. So in 204 BC, he actually launches his invasion. And remember, talk about this last lesson. One of his big plans is to get Numidians to cross, to change sides, to get the turncoats, key word. He wants Numidian cavalry. He knows how important they'll be in the coming campaign on the great open spaces in Africa. He's made contact with one Numidian prince, Massinissa, and he agrees to help him. He agrees to swap sides. He can see where the wind's blowing. But more importantly, there's a king, Syphax. And it looks like Scipio is also going to get him to swap sides. If he swaps sides, this is a desperate blow for Carthage. But in negotiations, the Carthaginians realise this. And they send a general, yet another Hasdrubal, to meet with Syphax to try and get him to stay loyal to Carthage. During the negotiations, Hasdrubal notices that Syphax seems to quite fancy his young daughter. Hasdrubal's got his family with him. He's got a daughter called Sophonisba or Sophonisbal, depending on the translation. He realises that this horny old king quite likes the look of his daughter. So he marries her off. He marries her off quickly, Syphax, and that manages to cement his loyalty to Carthage. So Scipio has some Numidians, but perhaps not as many as he quite would like. However, over the next year or so, 18 months, Scipio does have a series of triumphs against Carthaginian forces. Yeah. The Battle of Athagales, the Battle of the Great Plains, the Battle of the Encampments, all are great Roman victories, and won by Scipio's new, very good army, including, we'll talk through in class more about this, the Battle of the Encampments. You remember many sources, Polybius and Livy, often accuse Hannibal of treachery and trickery, whereas in fact, at the Battle of the Encampments, Scipio is negotiating with the Carthaginians for a peace, and during the negotiation, launches a night attack on their camp. We'll talk about it more in detail, talk about how Scipio gets to know all about Carthage's camps, how he can launch such an attack. Again, it's through trickery. But one thing I'll say before we move on is the fact that Scipio can launch a successful night attack shows how good his army must have been. In the ancient world, night attacks were rarely done because it's so hard to control an army at night. And yet, Scipio pulls it off. So after these great defeats, that's when Carthage realizes they need to bring Hannibal back. Until now, they wanted him to stay in Italy, keep the pressure up. Yeah, but remember, having Hannibal called back is part of the point of Scipio's strategic thinking here. So it's a great victory for him that in 203 BC, Hannibal is finally recalled with his forces. Now, historians disagree about how many troops Hannibal brought back and what they were. How many of them were his original Spanish and Celtiberians and Hannibal and the African infantry? Can't have been that many after such a long period of war. How many? A lot of them must have been Italians. He'd recruited some Italians, Bruttians, that sort of thing. And how many cavalry? We're pretty certain he had to come back with about 20,000 men and virtually no cavalry, which is going to be a big disadvantage for him in any wars to come. So Hannibal arrives back in Carthage in about 203. He sets up base around here, starts training up his army. Scipio is around here with his army. Here's Carthage. He can't attack Carthage. He's too strongly defended. Hannibal's down here training. He's got Carthaginian citizens in his army. Mago's troops have been recalled. He's got to train up them, and he's got his own. He's got to cobble together as many cavalry forces as possible of various types. But he knows he's going to be really outnumbered here, fighting the Romans with their enemy allies. Syphax, by the way, is long gone. And finally, in 202 BC, Hannibal heads out and meets up with Scipio's army in the region around here of Zama, where the climactic battle of the war is going to take place.